tape.
This is my
Here it
QVC
is.
audition tape. And for people around the world, now Lauren, will people around the world be watching this also?
Yes.
Okay,
We can
so,
ship around the world too.
and we can ship around the world if they go to premiercollectibles.com at guru.com. Now watch, you're going to watch me sign these books. You will probably receive this book right here if you go there. So Natasha, you're watching us right now
Yep.
on Facebook.
Yep.
How about that? Is there a 2-second delay or something?
Yes, there's-
The technology.
Oh,
Look at that. Okay.
All right. So I'm going to put these here.
So
I'm
we
going to
can
be
get
signing these.
censored then.
Now, we are going to take questions a little later. I'm going to run my mouth for a while, though, but we will take questions from our viewers right now. Now, Monique, who's going to be with me all this hour, are you a Facebook person? Do you go to Facebook?
I used to use it a lot, but no, not so much anymore.
Why is that? Why do you think you stopped? Because, I tweet a lot, and but now I've been going on to Instagram.
Oh,
because,
yeah. I use that.
You use Instagram?
Yeah, I do.
I've been going on to Instagram because I had neglected my Instagram for a long time. Because when I get really busy, I can't do all this stuff, I worked last night from early in the morning till about 11:30 at night. And then the day before, I worked, same hours. And the day before that, I worked the same hours. And then today's kind of a day off. Kind of.
Kind of.
I had a rehearsal earlier. I start filming that show, AJ and the Queen, which is the Michael Patrick King show that I'm doing on Netflix. So I have a big musical number in that show. And I had to go to Warner Brothers today with my high heels on and a pair of hot pants and a tank top.
Oh, wow.
And I
feel like we're going to get a lot of questions about that right there.
Oh, I'm sure. And on one of the sound stages at Warner Brothers Studios in Hollywood, California, there's nothing in the soundstage. It's completely empty. My choreographer, Jamal Sims, and the director, Michael Patrick King, and Natasha, and a few other people, they watched me. They mapped out the stage. Tomorrow we film a scene on a stage here in downtown Los Angeles. So at Warner Brothers, they mapped out what the stage is going to look like, and they choreographed the thing for me. So
Oh, wow.
that's what I did today, this morning, and lots of stuff. There's no rest for the wicked, And I talk about that stuff in Guru. Talk about having a career and maintaining some balance in your life, because there's so many. Modern life. There's so much coming at you that you have to find a place to get that balance. In the morning I wake up, I stretch first, then I pray, then I will meditate, and then I'll go and get some breakfast. I'll drive down to, I live here in Hollywood, I drive down to the Starbucks and get my oatmeal.
Oh.
You've got your Starbucks there.
No.
How do you take your Starbucks?
I like a tall vanilla almond milk latte.
Is there caffeine in there?
Yeah.
A
2 shots of espresso, really, I think.
Okay, so say that again. It's a tall.
Tall, vanilla, so they have a little vanilla, almond milk latte.
Okay, well that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm doing let me see. This is me speaking Starbucks. You ready for this? Okay. And now you don't speak it very well. I have a hot latte quad with almond milk grande.
That's it.
Is that right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Right. That's right.
And 4 shots. Now, that's
so
the quad part.
That's the quad.
So I never know what order all of that's supposed to go in. It should probably go hot latte grande quad with almond milk.
Yeah.
I think it's size.
Size first.
Yeah, I think.
A grande hot latte. Okay, I get it. Well, you can understand why I don't speak
Starbucks vernacular nomenclature.
Well, I don't have to, because I have the app. Do you have the Starbucks app?
Oh, I do. That's so easy.
Oh my God.
And free drinks.
And free drinks.
Free drinks.
This is me signing Guru right here. That's me. There's my name. I'll do one live next. I'll do one. Well, these are all live, but I'll do it for the camera in just a
So
minute.
they can see it too.
I use that Starbucks app because it is brilliant. It is fabulous. I love. How you've had it for a long time?
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, pretty long. It's easy. I mean, you used to have the card. They used to have this gold card.
Right.
It's the same thing.
Yeah. Well, I just love being able to order it from down the street. Are you with me, Val? Val, do you have the app?
Yes.
Do you drink Starbucks? Yeah. Order it, I order it from about, down the street at a stoplight, right? And then when I step up into my Starbucks, they got my order ready. And I'm loving it.
She's done.
I'm done. This is me signing the book. You will be getting probably this book right here. If you order right now, you'll be getting this book right here. Go to premiercollectibles.com/guru for this book. This is actually my third book. And not bad for someone who can't read. That's a joke. That's a joke, ladies. I love to joke, which is one of the major tenets of this book is you've got to learn to laugh. You've got to learn to laugh and not take everything so seriously. In fact, the foreword is written by Jane Fonda.
Oh,
Isn't that
I
crazy?
love her. Oh, she's fantastic.
Jane Fonda! Two-time Academy Award-winning Jane Fonda wrote the foreword to my book. Can you believe it? She gave me my star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
I was there. I saw it. That was everything.
Isn't that crazy?
That was beautiful to see.
It was, I'm from San Diego, California, and I grew up always wanting to be in show business in Hollywood. And when my family would drive up to LA to visit relatives, I would have them drop me off at Hollywood Boulevard so I can walk up and down and look at all the stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And I thought to myself back then, this is the 70s, I thought, one day, I'm going to give me one of them stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. I'm going to get me one. And who knew, all these years later.
She did.
I certainly did. What's funny, and I told this story, maybe I think during the ceremony, is that in March of 1968, Jane Fonda showed up at our doorstep on the cover of Life magazine. She was on the cover of Life magazine because she had done this movie with her husband called Barbarella, classic sci-fi movie. She's all dolled up in big hair and these fabulous space-age 60s outfits.
Fur bikini.
And thigh-high boots. Well, when it showed up on our doorstep, I was in love. I was gobsmacked. I thought, this is how I want to look. And 50 years, probably to the day. I mean, you know how the universe works. 50 years to the day, Jane Fonda gave me my star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
That's right. It was in March.
It was March.
That's right.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it just goes to show you, and then we talk about this in the book too, it goes to show you that you have to be conscious of what you say and mindful of the things you say and even the thoughts you think, because they are like planting seeds. And you plant these seeds. The problem is, you never know when these seeds are going to grow. You never know it. I didn't know it's going to be 50 years later. And the same is true for negative ideas. You have to be conscious of the negative ideas because you're a powerful being. You're an extension of the power of the creative universe. So you have the ability to create your own life. And that's what really Guru is about. There's little bitty mantras throughout the book that help you to navigate your life, how to really stay on track and keep a balance. So 50 years to the day, Jane Fonda gave me. Have you guys seen the Jane Fonda in 5 acts thing on HBO?
No.
It's a documentary on her life on HBO. And it's really good. This woman has fit several lives into one lifetime. And I watched it the other night, and then now I'm watching the Quincy Jones one. Same thing. He has fit, Quincy Jones, the producer of Thriller and the Michael Jackson albums and countless albums, and producer, everything, Sinatra, you name it, Sarah Vaughan. There's a documentary on Netflix that his daughter, Rashida, did, and it's wonderful. But I bring them up because when you think about a life and you think about how much time you have on this planet, it's not a lot of time. No, you better start now. And why wait for life to happen to you? Make you happen to life.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
That's it, though.
That is it.
That is it. When you realize it's really that simple. Get out of your own way. You are already here.
That's right. That's right. A lot of people I came up with in show business, they're waiting to be discovered. You discover yourself. You discover yourself. Now, of course, we're talking about Guru. I'm signing copies of Guru. If you want this copy right here, go to premiercollectibles.com /guru, and you will get your signed copy. Now, this book hits the streets on Tuesday is the street day on October 23rd. And you guys can get this book at Amazon. You can get it at all the major bookstores. Oh, wait, there aren't a lot of major bookstores, are there?
There aren't, not brick and mortar.
No.
Anymore.
I know up the street here in Hollywood, there's Book Soup. There is still a Barnes & Noble at the Grove Shopping Center.
We still have some of those.
Yeah. When was the last time you were in a bookstore, Monique?
Oh, probably this week. I love bookstores.
You like physical books?
I love physical books. I love letters. I love pages. I can read on an iPad and on a Kindle, sure, but I love books, and I love signed books. I love signed books.
Yes.
But I love that tangible feeling of that.
Well,
I connect with it.
Well, what do you do with all of the old books? I mean...
Girl, go to my house.
Oh, is it just stacked full?
I have a bookcase. I have some in storage. I'm a writer. I love books.
Yeah.
So, and I love that the knowledge is there.
Right.
In there already.
As a resource.
Yes, exactly.
Well, you want to talk about the knowledge. This book, yes, it's got lots of philosophy in it, but it also has a lot of never-before-seen pictures from my catalog of pictures. You want to talk about getting some inspiration for whether it's makeup or whatever. Now, listen. Now, we've spoken. I'm not a drag queen. I am the MF drag queen, OG AF, if you know what I'm saying. And so a lot of the looks and makeup ideas and inspiration, if you want to do drag, even if you don't want to do drag, and if you just want to be a fierce ass bee. See, I'm not cussing up on here.
Right.
I'm not cussing up on here.
It's G.
I know how to.
G.
Yeah. I know how to speak without cussing, believe it or not. Unlike Michelle Visage, who just cusses up a storm. Anyway, this book is filled with pictures, a lot of pictures that have never been seen before, a lot of looks if you are a makeup artist or if you just want to be a badass bee.
Oh, look
at
that hair.
You get to be inspired by this. And of course, these pictures are accompanied by sayings and different things that will keep you inspired. In fact, it's a great size. You can fit this up in your purse. Fit it in your purse, take it with you, and have it all the time. Because from time to time, depending on my blood sugar throughout the day, you get a little down. You need a little pick-me-up. Well, that's where this book, Guru, comes in. I'm signing copies right now. If you want a copy, you go to premiercollectibles.com /guru and pick you up a copy.
And this is one of those books, too, that you have 30 seconds. You open it up, any page, let it drop open, and you can read one page.
That's right.
You can look at 10 seconds.
You're absolutely right.
Like a second of inspiration. Or, if you have an hour, then you can go through it. And this is one of those books that you do want physical, because then you can also dog, mark
Yes.
it, dog ear it, highlight it. You're like, oh yes, this is my mantra for today.
You are absolutely right.
Instagram her, quote her.
Yes, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
And it is a great size as a Christmas gift. Now, it's no accident this book is being released right before the holidays.
Well.
And it is the perfect gift, and it's a great price. How much is it? I really don't know. But does that really matter?
You can buy it anyway.
I have no idea how much this book costs, but I know it's worth it.
What do you think about getting some of the questions in?
I think it's a great idea. You guys have some questions. If you have a question, what do they have to do to give the question?
They buy the book.
Oh, you have to buy the book to ask the question. Oh, I like the way you think.
So they done already bought the book.
She done already done had hers.
And now we got some questions.
Okay, let's take some questions.
Here.
You want to do it now? You want to do it now?
Do it now?
Sure.
You wanna do it?
Yeah.
How about Jeremy from Houston, Texas?
Hi, Jeremy. Are you still on the line? Yeah, of course he's still on the line.
And he's asking, what is the worst advice someone tried to give you?
Well, that's a great question, Jeremy. The worst advice someone has ever given me was to sort of play small, play nice, and, just go get you a job over at the post office. Nothing against the post office, but that was just not my destiny. That was not what my heart was saying to me. I learned early it's important to know thyself. Mm-hmm. And myself is my heart and my just my whole inner GPS system. So my heart was not about getting a job at the post office, even though they got some good benefits over there. Mm-hmm. You get a government job, they got some good benefits. And that's what my father used to say, ooh, chomp, they got some good health benefits over there. You get you a job at the post office, and you'll be set. But that was not my destiny. So I had to follow my heart. The worst advice anyone's ever given me was to settle for just having, great health insurance with a government job. Mm-hmm. And listen, that's not to say folks who work for the government or have good insurance are not following their destinies. For some people, that is their destiny. Yes. It wasn't for me. Thank you, Jeremy. That is such a lovely, wonderful, insightful question. And I think it's a question that a lot of people need the answer to. What was the worst advice anybody ever gave to me?
And that really turns into what's the best advice you gave yourself then from that, right?
Yes, it is.
Some of it.
And the best advice is, and I said it which is know thyself. Know thyself. In 10th grade, my teacher, Mr. Pinnell, who I'm still friends with, who actually came to the star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, he was there, my teacher.
No kidding.
Yeah, he was my teacher in 1976, 1977. That's when I was in I was in 10th grade. Mm-hmm. I think that was the year I had flunked the 10th grade.
No kidding.
I'd flunked the 10th grade and had to repeat the 10th grade. And then when I moved on to the 11th grade, that's when I dropped out of high school. Don't try that at home. Dropped out of high school in the 11th grade. And then a year later, I went and got my GED. What does GED stand for? Government Education Diploma.
General Education Diploma.
Oh, General Education Diploma. Yeah. Okay, all right. But my teacher, Mr. Pinnell, gave me the best advice I've ever gotten on this planet. And that advice is don't take life too effing seriously.
Oh, I love that.
Emphasis on the too effing seriously. The other day when he was at the star ceremony, he said, RuPaul, I never said effing. And I said, oh, yes, you did, B.
It was 1976. Yes, you did.
Oh, yes, you did, sis. You certainly did say effing. Because he was, I was 16, and he was 26. He had gone to that school. He had gone to that school. He was our drama teacher.
That subject. That's what he taught. Okay.
He was my drama teacher at the Northside School of Performing Arts in Atlanta, which is now called North Atlanta. I think it's just called North Atlanta. It was one of those, magnet schools where they had the performing arts thing.
Oh, they're still around?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shout out to them.
Hey.
Oh.
Well, they're talking about us going down to Atlanta for the Super Bowl, which apparently is a sporting event.
Oh, it's some the people watch it.
They watch
on
it,
TV.
and the boys have the tight jeans or the tight pants on.
That's as far as we need to go.
Yeah.
That's good.
Well, they're talking about us going down there for that because apparently it has something to do with Atlanta. And I'm on the show called World's Best with Drew Barrymore, Faith Hill, and James Corden. It's on CBS television, and it premieres after the Super Bowl, and which is one night, right? The Super Bowl is one day.
Yes.
One event.
But people are preparing for. I mean, they're right now.
They're doing it now.
They're getting their tables out and everything.
Well, they're talking about us going down to Atlanta for the Super Bowl.
Wow.
For the show. For this, it's a competition reality show looking for the world's best everything. You know the kind of show it is. These people doing wild, fabulous things, and that's the show. So, Atlanta, Georgia, 1976-77, I was going to the Northside School of Performing Arts. Mr. Pinnell said to me, RuPaul, real first name.
Real accent?
Well, yes, he was. That was his real accent. He was from Atlanta. He lives somewhere. He lives in Georgia, not Atlanta anymore. He said, "Don't take life too effing seriously." Emphasis on the two. There are serious things about life to take, like love and kindness and sweetness. Those are all very important things. All that other bunk, I'm not cussing.
See? G-rated.
Yep. G-rated, G. All that other stuff, it ain't serious. It is not serious. I'm here to I'm a living witness. It is not serious.
And it's more fun that way.
It's more fun, and you get a lot more done because you get to be my age, you get to be a certain age, and you realize all the time I wasted on certain things or certain people, and you think, I'll never get that time back.
Yeah.
Never get that time back, and you realize ultimately it really didn't matter. What matters is the love you give and the love you allow yourself to receive. Let the church say amen.
Amen.
I'll say it again. I think Val in the back wants to hear it again. Yes, Sister Val is up in here.
We got Val in the back right here.
The only thing that matters is the love you give and the love you allow yourself to receive. That's the gift you give to other people, is allowing yourself to receive their love. That's a gift. That is a gift.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's that question. Now, what other questions you have? And this is all in this book, Guru, which is, I love it so much. It is such a great life companion piece. It's also a great gift to give to someone who may be a fan of a little show we do called Drag Race. If you like a little show we do called Drag Race.
Yes, Hanny.
Hanny. You better know it, sis. This little book is a great companion piece, and it's a great gift for someone who's a fan of the show. Really inspirational book, and I am signing copies of this book. Just go to premiercollectibles.com/guru to get your signed copy. So, Monique, do you have any more? And my name is RuPaul, by the way, if you're just tuning in. Do you have any more questions from our listeners out there?
Yes, we got so many questions. Let's see. Oh, well, here, not too serious. Adam from New York, New York.
Oh, I love that's back east, isn't it?
It sure is. Mm-hmm. He asks, are you more Blanche, Dorothy, Rose, or Sophia?
That is a great question. I think Adam from New York knows that I am a big Golden Girls fan. I like to think of myself as a Dorothy, but
no kidding.
Yeah. I'm more of a Dorothy. I mean, I'm not as I don't have. She's very sardonic and very. She's very
tall.
She's very tall. We have that in common.
Yeah.
She's very cynical too, Dorothy.
Oh yeah.
You know, I have to be careful of the cynicism. You know, I talk about it in the book too, where for us sweet, sensitive souls, there are different stages of recognition. in our experience on this planet. And what happens is, initially, you come to this planet in this body, and you're very optimistic because you're filled with so much love. And you go, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this, I want to do all these things. And then ultimately, at one point, probably around 11, 12, you realize, oh, wait a minute, this is all a hoax. This is all a big joke. All the things they told me to do, all the, don't tell lies, be kind, be sweet. You realize other people aren't doing it, or that society in general wants to keep you in your same sort of social station, and that it's a hoax. Then what happens is you get angry. We're talking 11, 12. You get angry. Then that's the first stage. Then you can become very bitter and cynical. And a lot of people stay in that second stage. The stage after that is the most important, because you realize since it is all a joke, since this life is kind of a hoax, all of this is an illusion, you have permission to have fun with it and not take it too seriously. So most people miss that next level of, don't take it so seriously. We'll go through the stages again. You get angry because you realize this is all an illusion and cynical. And then you can get more angry and go, you know what? F all of this. The next step, which is the most important, is to find the joy in it, is to have fun with the illusion. Oh, it's a hoax. It wasn't personal. It wasn't personal. That's just the way it is. This material world is an illusion. So, as it pertains to Dorothy and the Golden Girls, don't get stuck in cynicism. Don't get stuck there, because it will only bring you more cynicism. What you project outward is what you get back. Life says, I'll be whatever you want me to be. I'll be whatever you want me to be. And that's why it's important to stay mindful of the things that you say and the thoughts that you think. And that's why this book, Guru, is important. This will remind you of how to stay on track and how to keep a balance of what's really real. And what's good, Miley? What's good?
And it'll help you figure out which Golden Girl are you?
Which Golden Girl you are. Which, by the way, I still watch it all the time. I may have seen every episode at least. Let's be for real here. I bet I've seen every episode 50 times.
Okay, yeah.
Do you watch it?
I do. I haven't seen it lately, but I can already say I've seen at least maybe a dozen times.
A dozen times each.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite episode?
Oh, well, I'd have to think about it. I
Well,
don't have any fresh in my mind right
Yeah,
now.
well,
Do
you? I do, of course.
Oh.
Yes, I do. I still watch it. It's on Netflix. So a lot of times I come home from work and I am signing books. This is probably your copy right here, so go and get it. I come home from work and I'm very tired. I have about 10 good minutes in me before, if I watch something, before I just go to sleep, because it just everything, I'm tired. So
TV time, that's like half an episode, no commercials.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yeah. And I love it because I know every episode of The Golden Girls. I can just dip in and I'm not missing out on it. It's not something I have to follow. And it's interesting because you get to see them set up the jokes.
Oh, I love that.
Because you know the script.
Yes.
You know the script, you know what they're going to say.
Yes.
And you watch these the finest in the business, these fine actors set up these jokes, fine writers too, and watch them do it and how they create this magic.
The subtleties.
Oh.
You start seeing, there's always something new that I find with great shows like that, where you see, I saw her, do this movement over here, say that one thing, that set it up later, and it's calling back to that.
I love it.
Oh,
I love it.
They're brilliant.
So my favorite episode, let's see, I have a few.
Or even scene.
Well, favorite scenes. There's an episode called "Forgive Me, Father," where Dorothy is a substitute teacher out of school, and there's another teacher there who she had fancies, And so she tells the other girls, I like this guy. And Blanche says, well, why don't you invite him over and we can get this thing rolling, get it cracking. Mm-hmm. So Dorothy invites him over, and he shows up, and he's wearing a priest's outfit because he's a priest. And so when Dorothy comes out and sees him, she says to him, please tell me that's a Nehru jacket you're wearing. For you guys who don't, a Nehru jacket is part of Indian culture. They were very big in 1968. So she says, please tell me that's a Nehru jacket. And then he goes on to say to her, well, we can still have a good time, Dorothy. And they sit down on the couch. And he says, well, Dorothy, you look very nice. And she says, are you kidding? I look like the mother of a solid gold dancer. So of course you kids out there don't know what solid gold is.
No,
it was
maybe some do.
Some
Look it up.
Yeah.
That is what YouTube that.
Go to YouTube and look up solid gold, and specifically look for Darcelle, the dancer. She was the star of Solid Gold. Solid Gold was it was like a hit parade, like a Top of the Pops, where hit top acts would come on this television show on Saturdays and perform, lip sync their number one song. And on this show, they would have a bunch of dancers who would do an interpretive dance to this hit. And Darcelle was the lead dancer. She's also in the movie Xanadu with Olivia Newton-John.
Oh, hello.
So she's got these this long hair. This black chick with this long hair and a juicy booty, and she works it. Darcelle was the star of Solid Gold. So anyway, that's probably my favorite episode. I do like the other episode where George Clooney is guest starring. You know that episode?
No, I remember he was doing the rounds. I remember he was on Roseanne back in the day.
He was on Murder, She Sat Down and She Wrote.
Yeah.
And
because first she sat down.
Yeah. And he was on the Golden Girls. Murder, She Sat Down and She Wrote is also one of my favorite TV shows ever, and I watch it when I get the chance. But the episode of the Golden Girls with George Clooney is next door to the Golden Girls are these thieves who fence stolen items. So these two cops ask the Golden Girls if they can live in their house while they stake out the house next door. So the older cop has a thing with Dorothy to where it's a love. They pretend like they don't like each other, but they're turned on to one another.
Oh yes.
And at one point, they're sitting at the kitchen table, and the older cop says to Dorothy, "Hey, come on, Dot, come outside. Let's why don't you come out and get some air with me?" She says, if you want to ask me to come somewhere with you, you can ask me nicely. I mean, you don't have to say this thing to me. He says, shut up and come on out. He leaves the kitchen, and she turns to the other girls and goes, I'm crazy nuts about this guy. I'm crazy nuts about this guy. It is hilarious.
Oh, I see you relating. You just say the word Dorothy, and you just light up. You clearly relate to Dorothy.
I love her. They're all brilliant, but Dorothy, she's my favorite.
I have a question for you.
Okay.
I'm wondering if you want to take a call.
Oh, you have a call?
Yeah.
Let's take a call.
Well,
Why
we
not?
have Paul.
This is not a heavy breather or something, is it?
Well, let's see. It's Paul from Nashville, Tennessee.
Oh, Paul from Nashville, Tennessee. Paul, I'm just...
Not a breather, but a screamer. Okay.
Paul, no, you better act right up in here. Paul, you don't act right?
I'm going to act right.
Oh,
Okay, all right. Okay, so Paul, now don't cuss and don't say no mean stuff to me up here on Facebook Live. Now, Paul, have you gone to premiercollectibles.com/guru and gotten your copy of my latest book?
I saw the ad on my Instagram. I was like, oh, snap.
And you said you live down in Nashville?
Mm-hmm.
How, are you in country music?
No, not me.
And are you a gospel singer?
No. I'm a karaoke
Oh.
So long as I have vodka.
Uh-huh. Well, vodka will give you some liquid courage, honey.
Yes.
And
I just wanted to say, oh, go ahead.
and Paul, tell me this. What is your go-to karaoke song?
Definitely Valerie by Amy Winehouse.
Oh, Valerie by Amy White. We have a Valerie here with us on the program.
Right, yeah.
She's back there. She's reading scriptures right now. And
Why don't you come on over?
she's right now she's speaking in tongues. So
Oh, she's wrestling with the snake.
yeah.
I don't know what she's doing back there.
So Paul, what is your question from Miss RuPaul? You got Miss RuPaul.
So, first, I have to say I've been enamored with you since Crooklyn, and also loved your groundbreaking performance or cameo in the house. Honestly, like I was a little kid, like looking at that, and I was like, it was transformative of like, you know, the way I saw drag queens, and like, you know, it really added more humanity to the esotericness of a drag queen.
Yeah. Are you from Nashville or you just moved there?
I'm originally from Memphis.
Okay. So you are a Tennessee boy, bred and true, tried, true, and tested.
But my question is, one of my absolute favorite drag queens is Lucy Stool, and do you ever see bearded drag queens ever, you know, having a place on Drag Race?
Okay, first we just have to talk about Lucy Stool.
Did I curse?
Her name is Lucy Stool.
Lucy Stool, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh my goodness. Oh Lord. Oh my goodness. Well, that's a good question. You know, on Drag Race, we are looking for charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent. And if Miss Lucy Stool has any 4 of those things, or all of them at once,
Okay.
then she stands a chance to be America's next drag sweetheart.
Awesome.
Where does Miss Lucy Stool perform? And don't say in the bathroom.
She's in Chicago.
Chicago has a lot of queens. It's
yeah.
it's one of the meccas for queens in Chicago. We've had a lot of girls on our show from Chicago. Lots. Does she perform at Roscoe's?
I'm sure she has. I know she's usually at Berlin.
Oh, Berlin, yes.
Yeah.
Have you ever done drag, Paul?
I actually did a charity show with my coworkers this past weekend on Friday.
Oh.
Played, Ursula, and we did Spell Black Tango by your friend Todrick.
Oh, how fabulous. Oh, how Well, Todrick is on the road right now doing Chicago. He's doing it right now. I know he was in Detroit a minute ago. I think he's about to finish that up right now. Oh, that kid is so talented.
Oh, so talented.
So talented.
Always on the move. Always got something going.
I love it. Well, Paul, you have been just a joy. You tell your mom and them I said hi, and tell Lucy Stool is going to be okay, girl. You are going to be fine. And she's going to be walking in the sunlight of the Spirit of the Lord.
Thank you so much, Ru.
Okay, darling. Bye. All right, here we go. That was fun.
Well, thanks, Paul.
And
that
thank
was
you.
fun.
That was fun. And he was very kind. He was very considerate. He was not using any cuss words. And he was lovely. And Paul was allowed to call us because Paul has purchased a copy of my new book. It's called Guru. It's in stores on Tuesday, but you can get your copy at premiercollectibles.com/guru. And of course, the copy I'm talking about is this one right here, which was signed personally by me.
That's right here.
That's right here.
Well, guess what?
What's that?
We are down to 13 minutes.
What?
Get out of here.
Have I just been talking all this time
This has been a good
incessantly? Oh my goodness, I better get to signing these books. If you all have bought these books, I have to get up here and sign more of them.
What about a sweet question?
Okay, I love it.
And talking about Chicago, this one's from Illinois. Danny from Champaign, I hope I said that right.
Okay.
Illinois.
Yeah, Champaign.
What brings you joy? Isn't that sweet?
That's a sweet,
that.
sweet question. I used to know Danny from Decatur, Illinois. I wonder if he's his grandson.
From Champaign, Decatur.
Well, I don't know how far Champaign is from Decatur.
Sure it's not decanter to Champaign.
Decanter to the Champagne, yes. There used to be a group called Champagne that was from Champaign, Illinois, and they sang. They had two big hits that I cannot remember right now. Their "How About Us" was one of their hits, and "Why Don't We Try Again." They were from Champaign, Illinois. Huge hits. This is the early 80s, 1982, 83. Anyway, what brings me joy? I love to laugh. It is my absolute favorite thing on this planet. Now, to clarify for you guys out there, happiness is something that derives from outside of you. Joy derives from inside of you, from the inside out. So when I laugh, I feel joy from the inside out. In fact, when I was a kid, I have two older sisters. They're 7 years older than me. They're twins. They used to tickle me when I was a little boy, and because they loved watching me laugh. So much so that it actually gave me a hernia when I was yes, because I laughed so much. But they would tickle me because they loved to watch me laugh, and I still to this day, it's my favorite thing on this planet. I've been able to do is just laugh.
Oh, that's great.
You know, in fact, years ago, someone told me that laughter is the most powerful spell you can cast. And I was in high school before I dropped out. This girl, we had gone off campus to enjoy life as teenagers do. And she said that that laughter is the most powerful spell you could cast. And then years later, when I was watching the movie The Witches of Eastwick.
Oh, great movie.
I love that movie.
Oh, wow, I love that movie.
At one point, the Susan Sarandon character, I think her name is Jane, falls off some stairs. Mm-hmm. And the other witches, Cher and Michelle Pfeiffer, say to her, Jane, laugh, before she hits the ground.
I remember this scene.
Yes. Before and so she goes, ha, 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 and she doesn't hit the ground. She levitates off the ground. I remember when I saw that movie, which is 87, I remember remembering that girl in high school who told me that laughter is the most powerful spell you could cast. And I'll never forget that. And it's true. You can turn around a real hairy situation by laughing. And again, it goes back to what I said earlier about don't take life too, emphasis on the two, don't take life too effing seriously.
Oh, wow.
Laugh at it.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. Well, then it goes to what I was saying earlier about this hoax idea that we find in life that somehow they lie to us. I mean, if you look, and I don't want to get political, but if you look at who's in power now and you think about all the lies and all of the deception, and you think, wait, we teach kids that number one, education is number one, and kindness and being truthful, but the people in power right now are anything but that. And you think, oh, what kind of an example is that? And it's part of that hoax, everyone else is supposed to be truthful and educated and kind, except for the people in power. That's so that's how so many of us feel we've been hoaxed in life, that we've been lied to.
Oh, you know what you said? Someone else should be the example. You know what I like? You be the example. Why can't you be the example?
You be the example.
Right?
People.
That's what I feel like you talk about.
That's what I talk. People talk about. Oh, RuPaul, you a role model. I'm not a role model. I'm a supermodel.
Don't get it twisted.
I'm not a role model. Be a role model for yourself. That's what we talk about in this book. I say we because there's several of us in here. That's what this book is about. It's being your own guru. The guru you're looking for is actually you. It's you.
Boom.
Yeah, that's what it's about. And that's what this book teaches you and reminds you. We're all looking for this white knight or the savior, you know. You are God's gift to this earth, you know. I mean, the Christ character, the Buddha character, the Krishna character, those are reminders that you carry the truth with you. You just forgot. You forgot. You know, the Christ, the Son of God, and God is the word we use for that which cannot be described. It's the word we use for that which is undescribable. That is, you are that one. You are the child of God. So you just forgot. You know, you're looking for somebody else to save you. It's like, you can save yourself, kiddo. You can save yourself. You know?
You're a luminous being.
You are a luminous being. That's right. Be your own guru. We have the 20. You want 22 questions in 2 minutes?
You want to take it not so seriously and play a game?
I love it.
Okay.
So, Lauren, do we have 2 minutes to spare? Okay. All right. We are on Facebook Live, y'all. PremierCollectibles.com for your /guru for your copy of Guru. So Monique here is going to ask me a series of questions, very fast. I'm not going to think about them too much. They're not too difficult, are they, Monique?
No.
Okay.
You should. You definitely know them.
Okay.
We're gonna go quick. We're gonna go quick.
All right. Are you going to set a timer, or how are we going to do it?
We're gonna. Lauren's got a timer for us.
Lauren's got a timer. Okay. All right. Let's do it.
All right. Ready?
Yeah.
And 1. Where were you born?
San Diego, California, at Mercy Hospital.
Who would you want to play you in a movie?
The Olsen twins.
What was your first job?
I worked for my brother-in-law, washing cars and detailing cars for my brother-in-law. He had a business where he would flip cars, expensive like European cars. He would flip them.
What?
Oh, I signed these.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Yeah.
What is your biggest fear?
Ignorant people. That's my biggest fear. Did I sign these?
We got those.
No. Okay.
What makes you laugh the most?
That's a good question. What makes me laugh the most?
Boom. Throw it out
The
there.
Golden Girls. The Golden Girls makes me laugh out loud. Watch by myself, and I will actually laugh out loud.
What is the one thing you need to have in your fridge at all times?
I don't have anything in my refrigerator, actually.
That's it?
You know what I do? I have this food service that delivers food at the front door. So I have all of those in containers in the refrigerator. I don't cook. George cooks. I don't cook. So I just have those in the refrigerator. I used to have half and half, but I stopped doing the dairy stuff. I've been doing the almond milk.
Oh, yeah,
That we
me
talked
too.
about it earlier, what's in here. It's a grande hot latte quad with almond milk.
So you can bring them on. Keep them coming. You can order them and send them over.
Yeah.
So what is your greatest accomplishment?
I believe getting here to do this Facebook Live. The fact that I got out of bed, carried my ass, put on a hot pink suit, carried my, did I say ass? I certainly
the
did.
The heels. Bleep.
Yes. To do this Facebook Live. You know, and I say that because this moment you're living right now is the most important moment in your life. Don't think of it as a small thing. It's this right here. So this accomplishment, being here with you right now, this is my biggest accomplishment.
All right, we're halfway.
Okay.
Who is the most interesting person you met recently?
Oh boy, I will say Drew Barrymore. We just met her on this show we're doing called World's Best. She's very interesting. Has lived an incredible life. You know, from child actor to
Baby.
Yeah. To big movie star today still.
What is your middle name?
My middle name is Andre.
And what is your biggest pet peeve?
Unconsciousness. You know, I really do not like seeing people walk down the street looking at their phones or just being unconscious. It actually scares me because it feels like they're zombies or they're ghosts. They're not really there. Yeah.
They're being zombies.
Yeah.
What is the last book you read?
I'm reading 3 books right now at the same time, and Guru, of course. I'm reading right now David Sedaris' Calypso.
Oh, he's hilarious.
He's hilarious. I'm also reading his diaries that came out last year, I believe. And then I'm reading a book by acting coach called Susan Batson. It's called Truth. I started doing this, getting back into acting because I'm doing this project now with Michael Patrick King called AJ and the Queen, which we start filming tomorrow.
Oof.
And I start the day with a big dance number. The show starts with me in drag doing this lip syncing my own song. Not anything you guys have heard. This is a new song for this show.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Baptism by fire. Just get
Just
threaded and
get
drag
right
it,
into
boom.
it. Exactly. Yeah. So I got into I'm reading Susan Batson's book. Yeah.
Oh, she got through there.
Yeah.
What is your favorite hobby?
I love to dance. And also, if people knew how much time I spent in iTunes rearranging playlists and rearranging music and putting playlists together, they would stage an intervention because I do it so much.
Or they join you.
Or they would join me. I
like
love music is my life. I love it. Love it.
So what do you think? We got 8 questions and 2 minutes left.
Okay, let's
keep
keep
going.
doing them. Yeah.
What is your guilty pleasure?
The Golden Girls. It's and Murder, She Sat Down and She Wrote. I can watch it all the time. In fact, in my dressing room, I will just put it on repeat because I got DVDs of it. So I put it on repeat.
Do you have any hidden talents?
And people don't talk about this, but as you get older, your intuitive skills become sharper. Your ability to just read a room or read a person's energy becomes stronger. So as years have gone on, my psychic ability has become stronger. It's brilliant.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
What is your secret snack?
Popcorn.
What color is your toothbrush?
It is white and orange. Orange is my favorite color.
How do you take your coffee? And we already know.
We already know. We went through that.
What is the last movie you saw in theaters?
That's a good question because I can't go because I will eat the popcorn and the candy because I can't pass it up. So I try not to go because I don't want to eat the popcorn because it'll fall in. I'll finish the whole bucket and I'll go, oh my God, I don't remember eating one bite of this. Because it's like, you know that movie?
Mindless eating.
Yeah.
And the whole bucket's gone.
Do you know that movie, The Fantastic Mr. Fox, where the foxes,
yeah.
They're very polite. They go, well, shall we eat? Yes, let's eat. And they go, that's how I do with the popcorn. But I know what it was. It was, I saw, I saw Stars Born.
Yeah.
Stars Born, that's right. In the theater because I went to the premiere.
What is the last gift you gave?
I gave, I'm trying to think, probably a kiss. That's a gift.
Oh, I like that. That's sweet.
Well, my co-star and I, anyway, we actually had to rehearse the scene and he kissed me and I wasn't prepared for that because I thought we were going to do some like Hollywood, but he went all the way and I'm like, oh my God, I couldn't focus. I couldn't focus.
We got our fan out. And,
yeah,
whew.
yeah.
We have 30 seconds.
Okay.
3 questions. What cause is dear to your heart?
Loving, giving love to people. Learning to love yourself. It's the most important thing you could do. Can I get an amen up in here?
Amen.
That's right.
What is number 1 on your bucket list?
I would like to, I'd like to finish this interview.
Oh, she's almost done. Where do you want to go that you've never been?
I'd love to go to Iceland. I'd love to go there.
Me too.
It would be great.
Oh my gosh, that's one of my number 1 places.
I would love it. The book is called Guru. Go to premiercollectibles.com/guru and get your signed copy. I'm going to stay behind and sign all of these books. I love you. Thank you so much for joining us right here on Facebook. Join us on, go to RuPaul.com or any of the places you'll find me and keep on living your best life. Mwah. I'm going to sign some more books. Oh, this one's been signed. Are they?